Greetings and welcome to Careful Conversations. My name is Jane Barton. I serve as the Caregiving Ambassador for AARP, the sponsor of this program. I want to thank you for stopping by to check in to some resources that relate to caregiving, the journey of caregiving from the inside out. Today I want to talk about our healthcare system, and I have a curious question to pose to you. Do you feel as if the healthcare system cares about you and cares for you, or perhaps your loved ones? Now, you might find this a little bit odd for me to ask you this question, but it's important, because to care for someone means that we have an interest in or a concern about that individual. And sometimes I'm not sure that our healthcare system actually does care for us. I think there is a stark contrast between caring for a person and merely treating a disease. Now, I actually witnessed the distinction between these two approaches to healthcare, and I was actually quite young. I was 15. My mom was diagnosed with terminal breast cancer, and I immediately assumed the responsibilities of her care. And as I reflect on that journey, caring for my mom for 8.5 years, the healthcare providers that really come to mind are those that cared for my mother. They made all the difference in the world for her and for our family. And they cared for her by serving her. They listened to her. They asked for her hopes and fears. They asked for her preferences. They asked about her goals of care, and they worked collaboratively to achieve that. Now, that was in stark contrast to the mere mechanics of medicine. These were the individuals that focused on treating her cancer. And I have to be honest with you, that was a very dehumanizing experience, because they never saw my mother. They never heard her. They merely focused on her disease. And my mother was much more than that. So caring and treating, totally different perspectives, a totally different focus. And if we are truly to care for someone, we have to consider the person. This is called person-centered care. Some refer to it as whole person care. But regardless, it means that a collection of healthcare providers come together, an interdisciplinary team that is working for the betterment of a person, not merely trying to cure an illness. And they work in collaboration with the family as well as the patient. And they address all facets of life, not merely a biological process. So they're concerned about the physical health, the cognitive health, the emotional health, psychosocial and spiritual health. This approach to care embraces the entire person. It is whole person care, and ultimately compassionate care. Now, this practice of medicine is artful. It is filled with concern and care, and it is focused on the person. It is focused on service. And ultimately, that results in beneficial dividends for all concerned. And it's a blessing indeed. And so I want to reiterate and pose the question once again to you. Does our healthcare system care for you, care about you? Now, if you have a resounding yes in response to that question, yay. And if not, if you're tentative in your response, or you're certain that it's no, then I advise you to seek person-centered care. I advise you to seek healthcare providers that truly care for you and want to serve you, because in all honesty, you deserve nothing less. So I want to thank you for stopping by today and talking about and chatting about caregiving. Please refer to the AARP Caregiving Resource Center if you have additional questions or concerns, or my website, Cardinal LLC. Both addresses will be noted at the end of this video. I look forward to our paths crossing again and continuing the conversation about all aspects of caregiving. Until then, I wish you well. I wish you and yours many blessings, and let me remind you to enjoy